Hello, welcome to RandoConvo, a podcast where we talk about random subjects with random guests. I'm your host, GamerNate92, and with me is my co-host, Archer, aka Acrobat the Dragon.
Hello, everyone.
How was your day today?
Pretty good. Today is my cat's birthday. She's 2 today.
Aw, happy birthday.
Yeah, Molly June's a good kitty. She's been in a good mood today, I think she knows.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty, too.
Yeah, she's a beautiful little, not tortoiseshell, she's a,
Tortoise shell? What?
No, that's the type of, fur pattern on a cat.
Oh, the color.
Yeah, she's a calico, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so used to seeing calicos that are white, black, and orange.
Yeah.
Unless she's a mix with an American Shorthair.
Yeah, probably. I don't really know who her parents are, because I found her, she was a homeless kitten.
Aww.
Yeah, me, my mom, and my sister were moving out of our house, and, this guy who was, like, down the street or something, found the kitten, picked her up, and then, he came over to us and said, "Hey, I found this kitten, I can't take care of it, can you guys take it?" And then, I was like, yeah, of course," and we were like, "Well, we don't have anything else to do, I guess, so sure." And, so we took her in, and she was tiny. Like, she must have been only a couple weeks old.
Oh no. Poor baby.
Tiny little thing. Yeah, poor thing was very skinny too, but
the mother must have abandoned her.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe she was the runt, I don't know. But she can stand in the palm of my claw. Very, very small.
Aww.
Yeah, and, oh man, she was a very noisy kitten. She meowed all the time.
Oh.
Um,
she was spoiled already.
yeah, she was, and oh man. I had to give her a bath because she had fleas, so I gave her a good soap bath and killed all the fleas on her.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I found Tracy. Like,
oh yeah.
actually, like 12 years ago.
Oh man.
Yeah, she had like 12 ticks all over her head.
Oh,
and they were
poor baby.
And they were fat too.
Oh.
Yeah. You could tell she was a stray.
Yeah, poor thing. At least she's okay now.
Oh,
she spoiled the heck out of her.
Yeah, she's living the life.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
Yeah, so is my cat.
Strays are the best.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just appreciate your love and just like thank you for saving my life.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of accent was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you for saving my life.
Whatever.
Anyway. Yeah, sadly this isn't a segue into what we're talking about today. But it is something that you would be really interested in.
Oh?
The title of today, or let me start over. The title of this week's episode: What makes a good musical?
Oh, alright.
Talk about, like, examples of, like, blockbuster musicals and all that jazz.
Okay. I've seen a handful of musicals.
And one of the musicals we could start off with is Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, yeah. So, I've only seen the movie.
Oh, that's oh my word!
I have not seen the musical version.
Oh, it's on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did a performance at the Royal Albert Hall in London.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I do not live there, so I didn't go. I have never been to England. I want to go, but I've never been there.
It was for their for the 30th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it came out in the 80s.
Oh, okay. So,
But
I hear that the musical is better than the movie.
oh yeah, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber did excellent.
Yeah.
Especially with
Sounds like he did well.
especially the sequel, Love Never Dies.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Again, iTunes.
Yeah. Alright. Um,
But yeah, it's worth every penny.
I'm sure. I heard you sing one of the songs from that musical,
Music of the
Music of
Night.
the Night. Yeah.
Night
Yeah.
time sharpens, heightens each sensation. Yeah.
Oh, man. You're very good at singing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, the thing about Phantom of the Opera, I'm gonna talk about the movie version because that's the basis that I know. The
Okay.
movie is not good. It is
Yeah.
not good.
It isn't.
No. Let's see. It was Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see.
The same guy who was
What?
like, "This is Sparta."
That's right. He was in
300.
300. I almost said 400. So thank you. Okay. Anyways, let's see what other movies he was in. Okay, yeah. The one that I know is 300.
Yeah.
So I actually haven't seen 300 either,
That's
but
the
I do
only-
know
that's the
that
only
there
thing I
is
know.
no singing in it.
Yeah.
There's no singing in 300.
No.
And if memory serves, I don't think he's ever sung before this movie.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's never sang before until that movie.
I'm gonna tell you, I could
sucks.
tell. Yeah, I could really tell. If any, like, other normal, non-singing professional person could tell, then I could definitely tell.
You know who they should? You know who they should have gotten for the Phantom?
Who?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I mean, he is a singer. He has sung before.
Oh well, that'll lead up to another musical that I've watched. But keep going.
Oh,
yeah.
The Greatest Showman. But
Yes.
That's not the point to talk about. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But like, he has mentioned that he has sung before. Like, he has history of singing. He knows how to.
Wait, what?
And
Gerard Butler?
No. Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, he's got a good singing voice.
He does. It's a very good tenor voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the biggest problem. Is that both him and the other main character, I forget her name.
Yeah.
But
the one who plays Christine.
Christine, yeah. So the Phantom and Christine did not sing well at all.
And those are the two main characters.
Yeah, that's the worst part. So okay, so
it's humiliating.
It is. It's very hard for me to listen to. So the thing about Christine is that she should really have a soprano voice.
Yes.
Yeah, because sopranos, I mean, not to dunk on altos, because I used to be one before I became a countertenor, but altos, historically, usually just support the soprano.
Yeah.
The soprano is supposed to take the lead. Whenever an alto takes the lead, it's usually not quite as exciting. So the main character is an alto. That is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is a huge problem. So whenever she... Okay, actually... she can sing the higher notes. In the, like in the part where she sings really high, she can hit those notes. Problem is, that's the only time she does it, if memory serves.
Which part?
Whenever the Phantom's going, sing for me!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, mhm. So she's high then,
Yeah.
but I don't think she sings high any other time. So she can hit the notes. It's just that she was told to sing lower than a soprano for the rest of it.
Hmm. That's just sad.
Yeah. So they basically had her be a
And,
much more tame
and what else is
and
sad is
unexciting version.
that Andrew Lloyd Webber was like helping them make this movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, well then why didn't you make it as good as the play? Why couldn't they
Man,
have
I don't
why
know.
couldn't they have gotten better singers?
I don't know. Maybe a limited budget beats me, honestly.
They should have gotten Benj no, not
Ben
Benj.
Shapiro?
Benj. He played as the Phantom in Love Never Dies.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I don't really know who plays them.
Hold on.
Um,
Hold on a second.
so another thing I could talk about for the musical that goes against it is that the effect
Ben
that makes
Lewis.
the oh, Ben Willis. Okay. Yeah.
Lewis, not Willis. Lewis.
Lewis. Oh, I'm thinking of Bruce Willis. Excuse me. Um
Ben Lewis.
Ben Lewis. Okay.
And in that,
So anyways,
Anna O'Byrne played Christine.
all right.
Both of them were amazing.
Hmm,
In Love
I
Never.
guess I'll have to find it.
Wait, it came out in 2012.
Oh, it's been 10 years.
Yeah, but yeah, what they did was they before, but it was before they had the audience or whatever. They filmed it on the stage first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't a movie. It was like a play movie, like what they did with the Peter Pan back
Oh,
then.
with Hamilton?
Yeah, Hamilton also. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Now
All
we'll
right.
come back to Hamilton later.
Yeah. And I have another one that I want to talk about too, but for
Alright.
now, Phantom of the Opera. So,
So
the effect of the practical effect of the Phantom without his mask on.
oh, don't even say anything. That oh my, it's terrible.
It is not good at all.
It was
I've
just
seen so many better
he looks
versions of it.
it, he just looks like he just has a really bad sunburn,
Yeah, it does.
like blistered sunburn. That's all. Well,
Yeah,
compared to the
he's got raisin face.
yeah, well, compared to the Phantom from the plays, there's like skin missing that exposes his skull. There's like melted parts of his face and everything. And he's
Yeah,
bald, partially.
yeah. And another thing is that he has, that mask that covers that half of his face. But
Yeah.
then whenever the masquerade scene happens, he suddenly has a normal masquerade mask and it still somehow covers everything, even though it covers less than what it did previously.
Yeah. Well, in the play, it was like this extravagant outfit with this skull mask, the Red Death.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that feels a little contrived as well. Um, so one other thing I also want to bring up is that in the scene where the Phantom takes Christine into his, underground sewage bunker,
Uh-huh.
um, she rides a
The
horse.
catacomb. Yeah. What the crap?
How did a horse get down there?
I
Did
know.
he like kidnap a foal or something?
I don't
Like,
I don't know.
I have
see
no clue
see
how that happened.
in that scene with the title music, the title song, Phantom of the
Hmm.
Opera, like he's taking her down to the catacombs, just walking down these steps and like constantly, and then they get to a boat. But a freaking horse? What the crap, man?
Yeah, I mean, a boat is much more believable.
Yeah.
And then they only use the horse for like, what was it,
Like
30, 45
like
seconds?
for a hallway, like just a hallway going down. I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah, and then the horse is never brought up again.
Yeah, it just disappeared.
Yeah! It's like it somehow found a way to escape or something.
Unless she was hallucinating or whatever, but still, it makes no sense.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the sewage fumes were that bad. Um, so those are my biggest problems with it.
Yeah.
Um,
So what are your pros of the movie?
um, so the actual
Which is
music itself,
which is very little, by the way.
yeah, the music itself, um, some of the songs are okay. But I think the two best pieces in the musical are actually Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Um I like the instrumental more. And the way it sounds
Oh,
kind of makes me think of the 80s kinda in a way.
80s rock.
Like 80s rock, yeah.
Yeah, that
Um
they did that on purpose. Like, yeah, because
yeah.
in the original they still have that 80s rock for Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
I
So
also love the
that sounds good.
sound effect in it.
Uh-huh. Mhm. And
The
then
synth beat to yeah.
yeah, the synth.
It's like
Exactly.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah, the organ is also wonderful.
Yes.
The organ is like one of my favorite instruments, for the record.
the overture music. That's my
The overture, yeah.
that's one of my favorite parts. Is like I loved how in the movie it made a transition from an old dusty opera house and it just fades into this lavish, beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah,
It transitions
I
from
will
going
say,
into the past
yeah,
and the chandelier putting itself back together, going up, and while it's
yeah,
doing
and
that, everything's like
lighting up and
fading back to how it once
the
was.
color.
The
Yeah,
color, yeah, it was black and
yeah,
white in the beginning, then it went to color.
yeah, I will say the introduction is very well handled.
A
Like,
collector's piece indeed.
it
Yeah,
is extremely well,
but what I
like,
hate
transitions written.
written written,
Ugh,
but what I hate is that
sorry, I forgot what English is.
they took out some of the best lyrics in the songs in that movie just to save time.
Oh,
I'm like, what the
man.
frick, man?
I didn't know that. That sucks.
Yeah, they.
Now I really need to listen to the musical.
Yes, you do.
Alright. So another thing that I do like, my favorite, my only other favorite song is Masquerade.
Ah, yeah.
It is very
Masquerade.
explosive, exciting.
Yeah.
I can listen to that by itself, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, I do like it. I only like the song though. The whole Masquerade thing. I don't really like the choreography.
Yeah.
Um,
The play was better.
I'm sure.
And I
Um,
what was
mm,
great is like I got to see it live in Little Rock when
oh, that's
when the
cool.
tour was going. And yeah,
Yeah.
the part where the chandelier falls, I was like I was like freaking out because I thought it was gonna land on the people that were right under it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually legit started falling from the ceiling.
Oh, that's a really cool effect.
Yeah, but and then it goes dark as soon as it almost like looks like it's almost hitting the audience. The lights go out, and then it fades, and then the lights fade back on slowly, and intermission starts.
Oh, that's a really cool way to start an intermission.
Yeah. Now, but yeah, the chandelier never falls at the end. It falls in the middle of the whole play.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after intermission, masquerade begins.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And
So,
they mention like or the Phantom mentions listen to what he says or he'll repeat with their new chandelier.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah, we probably should listen to him then.
Yeah.
Um, so there is, I
So
want
what
to
so
give a
final
positive example.
so yeah,
Oh,
your final positive thoughts on Phantom of the Opera so we can move on to the next one.
yeah, so actually, real quick, I want to give a positive example of how to start an intermission correctly,
Yeah.
besides that one. So this is a smaller play, much smaller. I went to this like a few years ago, and it was a comedy, and it was like a sort of parody of all of the classic fairy tales, of like Beauty and the Beast, Snow White,
Oh.
Sleeping Beauty. So basically what was happening is that so the whole Sleeping Beauty touching the spindle of the spinning wheel, falling asleep. Great.
Ooh.
So it's a little different in this one. So basically, the main antagonist, the witch lady, she
Maleficent?
basically had it. I think it's a slightly different from
Oh.
this one because it's kind of a mishmash of all of the antagonists or all of the protagonists from all these
Oh.
fairy tale
Oh,
stories.
so kind of like
So like pretty much all of them.
Into the Woods,
Yeah, kind of like Into the Woods.
which is another fun musical.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It,
Anyway, so basically, in this version, the Switch says that if this princess touches anything remotely sharp, the entire kingdom will fall asleep.
oh.
So, of course,
Not just her but everyone else.
literally everyone.
Whoa.
So actually, I think it's everyone except for the princess. Anyway,
Oh,
so
whoa.
of course that winds up happening, but the way it's done is actually really funny because this is a comedy.
Oh.
So they're basically going, ban all the sharp things in the kingdom. No sharp things for anybody. just to make sure that the princess doesn't touch anything.
Yeah.
And so also it's her birthday.
Oh.
So she's celebrating her birthday and she's receiving all of her gifts and everything up until this point hasn't been sharp, and then while this is happening, the king is like, now, did I get everything sharp? I can't remember. I think I'm missing something. And then the last thing she opens is like, okay, oh, and this one's from X person. Thank you. And then she opens it up, she says, oh, it's a cactus.
Oh no.
And then everyone goes, wait, no, 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 no. And then everyone fell asleep.
Wow.
And then that's when intermission started. So during the 15-minute intermission, everyone was just passed out on the stage the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. It was so funny.
Wow. That's clever.
Yeah, it's great. So that's how you do an intermission.
Yeah.
It's really good, but that was just the point I wanted to make. Sorry about that tangent, but I wanted to say it
That's
because
fine.
it felt important.
But my favorite intermission was, of course, in Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, because what you said it sounds really awesome. That's another good way to have an intermission.
It was, and when my grandparents went to go see it, they were sitting under the chandelier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds pretty terrifying.
And in the beginning of the play, like when we start walking in, we see this thing hanging from the ceiling that was covered in tarp, and
Hmm.
it said lot number that number.
Yeah.
Yeah. You, if you know if you've heard of Phantom of the Opera randos, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Hmm.
I don't like that number. So being a Christian, you know.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a rock song about it, the number of the beast, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
get it.
anyway, yeah, when we walked in and it was like, and they said the lot number is a chandelier. I was like, ooh, and perhaps we might scare away the ghosts of so many years ago with a little illumination, gentlemen. And the one of the dudes pulls a switch and the tarp sucks inside the chandelier and then sparks fly out while it's lighting up.
Ooh.
I was like, whoa! And
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
right when they threw the switch and the tarp goes in and sparks flying, you hear, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, jeez.
I was
That
like,
is.
it was really powerful. I was like, whoa! And then the lights go off, and
Yeah.
you just see the chandelier flickering and raising up, and the whole stage is like changing slowly to like transition back into the past. And you hear it,
Mhm.
and it's all like a organ, and then
Mhm.
then the other instruments come in. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
The overture of Phantom
Okay.
of the Opera is my favorite.
Mhm.
It's just
Um.
so powerful and intense, getting you ready for this story, this great story.
Yeah. It's it's amazing.
Now, the
The
next
next musical.
musical, I'm caught between three of them. Uh, Here, let me put them in numbers, and I'll have you pick between one and three. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Sure.
I have some music playing through this. Do 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 do. Let's see. Uh, okay, got it. So pick a number between one and three.
All right. Two.
Sound of Music.
Oh man, I haven't seen this one either.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I've seen this at like
It's.
dinner show theaters and all of that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a place here in Little Rock that's called Murray's Dinner Theater. Yeah, it's
Oh
dinner.
yeah.
It's dinner and a show. Oh,
Yeah. It's They have a restaurant, a movie theater, a
not a
arcade, and a
wait. Sorry, you cut off for a minute, and
arcade
I just
and a
lost.
bowling alley. And
You cut off a bit because I lost a lot of context. It was just like, yeah, it has a.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like I said about Murray's Dinner Theater, and then all of a sudden there was a pause, and then suddenly you just said, yeah, it's got a bowling alley and a movie theater. I'm like, wait,
Um.
what? That's something. That's not it.
Yeah, I was talking about one that's near me.
Oh, okay.
It's I'm not gonna say the name of it because I think it's the only one, but it is a combination of a restaurant, movie theater, arcade, and bowling alley.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the thing is this isn't a movie theater. It's a stage play theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like
Hmm.
we would have dinner, like which the food there
Uh-huh.
was oh it's so good.
Ooh.
It's all handmade
Hmm.
or sorry, homemade.
Well, yeah. Same
And
difference. Made
and
from scratch.
yeah, and then you go into the theater where you get your seat, which are tables,
Okay.
and then you just sit and mingle and eat, and then when you're done eating, well, you could eat while the play's going, but you eat first and then the play starts.
Oh, okay.
So, because you know how people go into a theater, they feel hungry or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, this they take care of that for you.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And the plays that I've seen there was Wizard of Oz, Sherlock Holmes,
Hmm.
and the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it was a comedy version of it.
Oh.
But it was close to the book, but they added some comedic stuff to it.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Annie.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could talk about that instead, because since
I
you've
think
never.
I saw the.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love
Yeah,
you. Tomorrow. That's a classic.
it is. I've seen the movie. Both of them, both the original and the remake. The original's better.
Yeah,
But
yeah. The
of course
original
the original.
movie, which I found out
Hmm.
Carol Burnett was in there as Miss Hannigan,
Oh.
and Tim Curry was Rooster. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think Patrick Stewart was in it too
Oh, okay.
as the millionaire.
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
Anyways,
Hmm.
so the Sound of
Oh,
Music.
yeah. Anyway, other plays they did
So
Mary Poppins, the Broadway version,
yeah.
and the Broadway version of Elf.
Oh yeah, that got a musical, didn't it?
Yeah. But yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, The Sound of Music. I love the Julie Andrews movie.
Yeah, she's a incredible actress.
Oh yeah, that was her second gig actually.
Really.
Her first gig was or in movies in cinema was Mary Poppins, which we'll get to
Oh, okay.
which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was the other way around. I
no.
knew she was in both of them.
Mary Poppins was her first time ever acting in a movie, and she hit it out of the ballpark.
She did.
She's mostly known in My Fair Lady and Broadway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't really know the Sound of Music that much.
So why don't we talk
I
about
only
Annie instead?
let's talk about Annie. That's something
Yeah.
we both know.
It's a hard
Um,
knock life for us.
for us,
Yeah.
it's a great song.
Oh yeah.
Um, actually, I find that the millionaire. I think he's my favorite character.
Yeah.
He's such a good person.
Yeah.
Like he
He's
goes through a good arc.
a
And
character evolution.
yeah, yeah.
Like you get to know him more and how Annie just changed his way of seeing things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's a really good person at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like him. He goes through a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so does Annie.
Yeah.
Um she probably has it worse.
Oh yeah.
Um
Definitely.
being an orphan is never
An orphan.
never
Your voice
it's
cut
great.
off. Yeah. So, but yeah, being an
Yeah,
orphan. Yeah.
being an orphan is never good.
Uh.
Um yeah, unless you're Batman. In that case,
Yeah,
it's the reason
Batman.
why you're
Batman.
you know, just on a side note, whenever I heard that Batman versus Superman had come out, me, my mom, my sister jokingly calling it orphan fight.
wait, but Superman has his parents.
No, he doesn't. They
Oh
died.
wait, I mean, yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah, well,
that's
he
right.
has adoptive parents.
His adoptive
He has
parents,
adoptive parents.
yeah, technically, but yeah,
But
his
his
biological,
biological,
yeah,
they're both dead. Yeah.
were killed in the destruction of Krypton. Yeah,
Yeah, so he's technically an orphan
yeah,
and technically adopted.
yeah. Okay,
So they're both orphans.
yeah, the orphan fight.
Orphan fight.
Wow, dang, dark much?
No, I think it's great. Anyways, that was just a side note. I had to say it because it was funny.
Yeah.
So back to Annie. Yeah. She is a precious little being.
Yeah.
Just the most wholesome. Like I would want to
The
adopt
most
her.
wholesome, optimistic girl you could ever meet.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's had her downs though.
Well, yeah, she gets bullied.
Yeah.
Especially by the caretaker, which
Miss Hannigan.
is Miss Hannigan.
I think
Yeah,
it's
sadly,
it's
that is
Hannigan.
like. I think that's right.
But yeah, Carol Burnett did great as that character.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I believe so. Carol Burnett.
She had her own show, the Carol Burnett Show.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I heard about that. I'm trying to think of. I'm looking at.
And of course, Tim Curry
movies.
as Rooster. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows who Tim Curry is. My favorite role. Yeah.
Wild Thornberries.
Yeah. So she was in Annie. Oh, she was in Horton Hears a Who. Okay.
What?
The animated version.
Who'd she voice as?
Let's see. Oh, she was the kangaroo. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, she was the main antagonist.
Really?
Right then. Yeah, looks like it.
Whoa! I had no idea.
Me neither. I just looked it up.
Holy crap!
She was in Toy Story 4.
What?
Too.
Oh, I bet she was the doll, wasn't she?
I'm trying to see.
From Bonnie's house. Bonnie's Toys.
Let me.
By the way, Toy Story 4. Oh, okay.
4.
Yeah. But yeah, by the way, Toy Story 3. I loved how they just randomly added Totoro as a plushie in there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, it is technically a Disney property now, cause.
Yeah, and I found out that Miyazaki is John Lasseter's quote unquote sensei.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's visited Pixar Studios multiple times. He even gave Lasseter the front end of the cat bus for his office.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
But of course, they had to get an interpreter for Miyazaki.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, who'd she voice in Toy Story 4?
It looks like it was a very minor role, I think.
Isn't she that little tiny cop toy?
Cheryl Burnett?
Carol Burnett.
I know, but like the name of the character is Cheryl Burnett.
What? Hold on.
She literally voices a small plastic toy chair. And okay. Okay.
What?
Very, very minor role apparently. So.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's weird.
I gotta see this.
That's weird. Okay.
I gotta see this. Toy Story 4 Cheryl Burnett. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that character.
I told you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I guess she never actually gets a name in the movie, so they
Cheryl Burnett
made it a joke instead.
Oh, that's
okay.
funny.
That's weird. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Pixar, I'm actually excited for the Lightyear movie.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited for it too.
Portrayed by Carol Burnett.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carol Burnett. Yeah.
She's a great actress.
Yeah, she's hilarious too.
She is. Yeah.
I could go on forever with the Carol Burnett show. There's so much funny skits in there. The dentist skit is my favorite.
I
and
need to
then
start watching that.
okay, have you ever seen Gone with the Wind?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dang it, that's another classic that it came out the same year as Wizard of Oz,
Oh, okay.
which was the first two movies that came out in color.
Yeah.
And yet uh Gone with the Wind won over Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Anyway, there was a scene. There was a scene in Gone with the Wind where what's her name? Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet. She she's poor right now because thanks to the Civil War that's going on. And by the way, this is based off a book.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, fun fact! You know the old mill in Little Rock?
No.
Oh, well, there's a spot in Little Rock called the Old Mill. That
Mhm.
that mill is like in the opening credits of Gone with the Wind.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they and it looked so much different. It's just a grassy hill with some trees in the background, and there's this old mill just running with a thanks to a stream that was running by. It looks so much.
Mhm.
It looks so much different from 1939 to present day, and it's still there.
Oh, I'm
It's still
sure.
there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a historical landmark.
It is. My uncle got married there.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah. It's a beautiful spot.
Mm.
Anyway, there's a scene in Gone with the Wind where Scarlet, they have no money left thanks to the Civil War, and she wants to
Mhm.
go meet Rhett, who's played by what's that actor's name? Dang it.
Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Uh, um, Red Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, Rhett.
Um, Rhett Butler's the name of the
Yeah, Rhett
character.
Butler. Yeah, and there's another
Um,
main character whose name is Ashley.
oh, yeah, because it used to be a masculine name.
Yeah,
Um,
back in the 1800s. Yeah, and before. Anyway, but yeah, Rhett Butler.
1939.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was a very well-known actor back then, and he played that part great.
that's good.
Though
Okay,
it's like a 4-hour movie though.
yeah.
It's got an intermission and everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They
So
they
then,
added in everything from the book, I believe.
okay.
Yeah, the book's that long.
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable, yes. He was played by Clark Gable.
Okay.
So anyway, so Scarlett was wanting to impress Rhett, but whenever she found out that he's a prisoner of war in town,
Mhm.
and she wanted to go see him, so she took down the velvet curtains that they had and had their servant help make a dress out of it.
Oh. Hmm.
And it looked really nice, but then he caught on it after seeing the blisters on her hands from working, and finds out that she's poor and just made drapes into a dress.
Wow.
Or curtains into a dress, and the belt was the pull rope from it. Anyway, so in the Carol Burnett parody of it,
Mhm.
hold on. She Carol Burnett plays as Scarlet, and Harvey Korman plays as Rhett,
Mhm.
and they're imitating the scene. Hold on, dang it. They're reenacting the scene of where Scarlet makes the dress out of the curtains. Only
Yeah.
when she wears the outfit, it still has the curtain rod through it. It's just sitting right on her shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom showed me that scene. I just died laughing.
Yeah, I would have too. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Come on, why
Oh
won't it
my
let me? Why
god.
won't it let me save the picture?
Um,
I'm
so,
gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the. I'm gonna show you
oh,
the original
you're gonna
dress
sit.
first from the movie,
Okay.
and then I'll show you Carol Burnett's version.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she made it. Yeah, Scarlett just made this entire outfit out of the whole curtains, even the hat.
Oh wow.
Anyway, so here's here's from the original 1939 movie.
Okay, that is acceptable. I mean,
And here's Carol Burnett's version of it.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's just the whole.
She.
She just took the curtain down off the wall and just put it on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god. Oh.
And it was funny, like making a curtain in the
Ugh.
movie. Is like, oh, that's funny. And then Carol Burnett is just gut bursting hilarity.
Oh. Wow.
Okay. Oh man.
You know what that reminds me of? I'm trying to remember. Do you remember that? So you remember a Goofy movie?
Yes, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's good. So
That's a good.
you know that
That technically acts as a musical. Well, most Disney movies act as a musical. But anyway, continue.
yeah, but it kind of reminds me of that spacesuit that Celebrity wears during the concert.
Oh yeah, Livewire.
Live wire. That's it. Yeah.
How
Um.
how does it remind you of that?
Okay. So the shape of the top half.
Oh yeah. I can see that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of. But also, like the color stripe down the middle makes me think of it too. Um. But so let's talk about a musical that we probably also both know.
Oh,
I want to talk about Newsies.
never seen it.
Newsies? Oh, you haven't seen it?
Not yet.
Oh man, it's on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Dang it, I still haven't seen it.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. Okay, so um, it is one of those they filmed the performance on stage, just like with Hamilton. So
Oh, cool.
it's it's a
I did put one of the songs in it for like guess that or name that musical.
mhm.
Yeah. Oh dang it!
So
One of the musical songs that I picked just popped up in my head, which I have to mention later.
mm, so I have seen the Disney Plus version, but actually also my my high school theater actually performed it one year, and I got to see it on stage then too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So the choreography is the best part of the movie, easily.
I heard about that.
Yeah, there are backflips, there are huge groups of people dancing and taking turns doing different moves, and like, man, the music goes well with the choreography. It's always like, there's only one or two slow songs in it. All the
Oh.
rest of them are explosive, exciting. You could dance to it. You can play it at a party. It is
Ooh.
very, very, very fun.
Oh, nice.
And it is one of those that it's based on a true story, but not 100% true, kind of like The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Wait,
But
really?
it is,
Oh,
yeah,
is it about the depression?
so,
The depression in the 30s, isn't it?
20s. It
Oh,
takes place in the 20s.
20s, 30s. Yeah.
Um, and it takes place in New York,
Yeah, I
and
figured that.
it's like a so it's like a sort of dramatization,
I gotta see this
with a
play.
little bit of embellishment. It's really good. So it's about the newspaper boys strike.
Ooh,
Um, so that's why it's called Newsies, because the main characters are all like
paper
orphan
boys.
teenagers who deliver the paper. Yeah,
Paper boys.
paper
That's
boys.
what they were called back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, back before child labor laws existed.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so these newspaper boys basically went on strike and just wouldn't deliver the papers because they didn't get paid enough to live, and etc etc. But basically,
They were treated poorly.
um, they were treated poorly. They had to buy the newspapers themselves in order to sell them.
Uh,
So kind of like an MLM, I guess.
yeah.
Um, but like, most of them would go days without food, etc. So, um, and they just like during all that, it's basically just the plot of it is, hey, I don't like that we're getting treated this way. All the people in charge above us make a lot more than we do, etc. So, excuse me, we need to unionize and we need to go on strike and force everyone to hear us. And that's the whole plot, basically.
Okay.
It's very simple, but it's carried out really well.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta see this.
Yeah, you can watch it on Disney Plus. Do not watch the movie version. Watch the stage version, because the movie from I think the 90s or early
Yeah,
2000s,
it was.
maybe
It was
80s,
in the
probably
'90s.
90s. Yeah, the movie is terrible.
Okay. So yeah,
Really, really bad.
most
So
musical movies are terrible. Like except
most
The
of them.
Greatest Showman,
Yeah, but that one was specifically
and of
designed
course
to
most
be a
Disney
movie,
films.
and most Disney films. Yeah. Um.
By the way, there's one musical that came out recently. That was a
Mhm.
movie version of it that I still want to see because it got some good ratings to it.
Oh yeah.
Steven Spielberg's West Side Story.
Oh, that's a good one too. I saw that on stage.
Oh yeah.
I did not see the movie. I saw it on stage. It's good. It's very good.
I've been told
Um,
there was the woman that Spielberg picked for the leading lady. Like her
uh-huh.
that I forgot which song it was, but it was so moving in the way she sang it. It actually made Spielberg cry.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, one of the funny things about the play I saw, the onstage version. So
Of
this one
Newsies.
was, no, about, West Side Story. I'm gonna move on to that now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, actually, I can't talk about Newsies, because there is one detail that is really cool. So, for the, the programs to show who plays what,
Yeah.
um, so my school actually went to the local newspaper and asked, "Hey, can we borrow your or can we pay you to have our programs be printed on your newspaper machines
Oh,
so that
cool.
whenever we look at it, you open it up like a newspaper?"
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've never had anything that unique before. And of course, they said yes,
It's
and
sad there's no newspapers anymore.
not many, no. Most of
Yeah.
them were digital these days, but
I know, that's what's sad.
yeah. Um
I miss like seeing my grandpa or papa reading the newspaper whenever we're visiting.
yeah, my papa still does. Um
Now
Ours gets
I think he
delivered in the
still does. I
mailbox.
think he still does, but it's just like so not as common anymore. I'm
Yeah.
I miss the old days. There, I said it.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
I didn't
actually
want to
do
sound like an
like
old
newspapers too.
man for crying out loud.
Oh, it's fine. You know what? I actually also like newspapers because I like the smell of it. I
Yes,
really like the smell of newspaper.
there's.
I know it's a
This will be
weird reason, but it is mine.
this will be like a whole different episode for in the future, like of like senses that trigger nostalgic memories and all that.
Or just like, yeah, senses in general, I
Yeah,
guess.
like for instance, I love the smell of the old Super Nintendo and N64 cartridges.
Me too. Yeah.
It's just it has that certain smell that just reminds you of the '90s for some reason.
Yeah. It's nostalgic.
Yes,
So anyways,
it just has that
so
trigger.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
so
And actually, that whole on-stage performance is actually kind of bittersweet for me because my um my late vice principal
oh
cameoed in it as the governor.
oh
Um
cool.
yeah, by the way, the governor Teddy Roosevelt is in this. He makes
Oh
a brief appearance.
oh yeah
Um
the '20s, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he wasn't president yet. He was still the governor.
Yeah.
He was the governor at the time. So
Teddy Roosevelt or
Governor
Theodore
Roosevelt,
Roosevelt?
Teddy,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, because
Um
there's two Roosevelts.
Yeah, believe it was Teddy. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah,
He was one of our best presidents.
the National Parks program is awesome. I love national
I
parks.
speak softly, but I carry a big stick. He was a great hunter too.
Yeah, he was.
Fun
And
fact.
he invented teddy bears.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, they were named after him.
Fun fact.
hmm
He actually encountered a Bigfoot once.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
He says he's never heard a sound like that in his life, and
Ooh.
by the sound of it, he said it wasn't a bear or anything, or it sounded.
Ooh.
He said it sounded more like an ape,
Wow.
and he was in the Pacific Northwest at the time.
Yeah, there aren't any apes in the wild
Uh,
anywhere in America.
no, except in
Well,
Africa, like great apes. Yeah,
I said America. In North America, like,
yeah.
they're only in the wild and,
There's no apes
the
whatsoever, and
eastern
there's
part.
no monkeys whatsoever in America.
At least not the wild.
They're
There's ones in zoos,
yeah,
but
but that does I'm talking about in the wild.
in the wild there
No,
aren't any, no.
there used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah, but anyways, my point about it is that,
We'll get to that in like a
well,
dinosaur subject or whatever.
something like that, I don't know.
That would be a fun one too. Fun
That'd be
subject.
interesting.
Because there's so
Yeah.
much new stuff that I want to talk about, like with the
Yeah.
Carnotaurus ball joint arms that they discovered was used for mating displays.
Huh.
Yeah,
Alright.
it shows it in the new Prehistoric Planet documentary, which is amazing. The graphics look so realistic and everything. Anyway, uh, there's
So,
remember when I was saying about the name that musical list, and there was one song that popped up in my head.
mhm.
That musical is called Les Miserables.
You're gonna hate me.
You haven't seen it, have you?
No.
Ah, come on!
Do you want me to just list the ones I have seen?
Yeah.
Okay, I am not going to include Disney movies, because that's easy.
You're including Disney or excluding?
Excluding.
Okay.
Because that's too easy. So, the ones I haven't mentioned yet. I have to think now. I have seen, Hamilton
Yes.
on Disney Plus.
I still haven't finished that yet. It's
Man, you need to.
I know I do.
It's really good.
I'm not giving away my shot. I am not giving away my... That's my favorite song in it.
Oh, mine's the Battle of Yorktown. It
Okay.
is so good.
Anyway, yeah, Hamilton.
Hamilton, Mary Poppins.
That's
Well,
Disney,
that's
but still, yeah, Mary
it
Poppins.
is kind of a musical, yeah.
That's my favorite movie, and not only my favorite Disney movie, it's my favorite movie in general.
Yeah. Oh man. Which other ones have I not mentioned yet? Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I haven't seen that one. But yeah,
it's a cult classic.
I know Tim Curry was in it as a
Yeah. He's the main antagonist slash character, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
he is. I have seen Little Shop of
I was
Horrors.
about to say that.
I have seen Grease.
Oh, Grease. My mom loves that movie.
Grease Lightning is a classic. Even
Well,
if it's a
it's just
weird name for a car.
it's only just called Grease, not Grease Lightning. The
Oh,
song though,
Grease
yeah,
Lightning.
the
Yeah, I'm
song.
talking about the song. Yeah, Grease Lightning is the only song I can immediately remember. I think those are the only ones I can immediately think of.
Have you seen
Um,
Wicked?
no, that's only
Ah,
on Broadway, isn't it?
yeah, but still,
I've never been to Broadway, so I
but
wouldn't know.
it was here in Little Rock a couple times.
Alright.
But yeah, Wicked.
You
It's
say
like,
that like I can actually go there. That is several hours away
well,
from me.
it could be in Dallas for like, you know,
Well, it could, or somewhere else.
or Austin, Texas,
Well,
or whatever.
yeah.
Which, by the way, Rhett and Link is coming to Austin, Texas this October,
Oh, cool.
called Mythicon.
Hmm. Alright.
Not a sponsor. It's just, but yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Um.
October 29th to the 30th, or yeah, the
Hmm.
first couple days before Halloween.
Alright.
And they said that
So.
you could or like get a special ticket to have dinner with or have brunch with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, Wicked
Um.
is like the the
It's the
story,
origin
the
story
origin
of the
story,
Wicked Witch.
the Wicked Witch the Wicked Witch and Glinda,
And Glinda. Yeah.
through
Elphaba is her original name, right?
the
The
Wicked
Wicked
Witch,
Witch's
yeah,
original name.
through her eyes,
Um.
through their
Yeah.
eyes,
Yeah. They're the main
their
characters.
side of the story.
Yeah. And I know that Elphaba was played by Indina Menzel. That's how she got famous, right?
Yes, her voice. It's so sad what happened to her voice. She
Yeah.
sang with
I
her lungs
actually.
instead of her throat, or or
Mhm.
or her vocal cords.
So she sang in her chest voice when singing high notes
Yeah, and that's what ruined her
instead of
voice.
using her head voice.
If y'all
Mhm.
aren't familiar with this actress, you might recognize her voice as Elsa from Frozen.
Mhm. She was the voice of Elsa.
Yes.
She's been in a few other things, but that's the most famous
Dang
one.
it, Let It Go just popped up in my head.
Oh man.
Let it
Um.
go, let it go.
All right. But yeah, I
That
actually
song,
learned about that.
that
Um.
song lasted for years. As a favorite, you know.
Yeah.
It was one
I
of those.
used to like it.
It was one of those Disney songs that was on the like just people loved for days and days and years. Kind of like the
Mhm.
songs from the Disney Renaissance movies
Yeah.
from
Or like right now, we don't talk about Bruno.
from 89. Yeah, I still haven't seen Encanto yet, but Lin Manuel
It's on Disney Plus too.
Oh, cool. Like Lin Manuel
Yeah.
Miranda wrote the songs to that movie, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Which, by the way, y'all, he wrote the songs for Hamilton. He even acted as
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton in it.
Yeah, because whenever you write your own play, you get to star in it usually.
Yeah. Well, except Andrew Lloyd Webber was never in his place.
Yeah, you can choose to be in it or not.
Yeah, I bet you he would make a cameo in there every now and then.
Yeah.
Now,
Um.
oh yeah,
So one thing I know about Lin-Manuel is that my sister has officially said that he is definitely a Slytherin because he's very ambitious.
oh
And
wow.
the reason why he wrote his own play was so that he could star in it because he kept auditioning for any role in any musical and he kept getting turned down. So he's like, "Well, gosh dang it, I'm going to do it myself then." And then he wrote his own play and then he started it.
Oh wow! And then people
And
wanted him
that's
to
how I
be,
got famous.
and then everyone wanted him to be in their stuff, even write the music and all that. I mean, he
Yeah.
was in Mary Poppins Returns as the quote
Yeah.
unquote Bert character.
Yeah, and he wrote the music too.
Yeah, which comes.
He's a very good musician.
Oh yeah, I love the his Once upon a time in a nursery rhyme, there was a castle with a king hiding in a wing.
Yeah,
it,
he's a good rapper. Very fast.
it's a cover's not the book. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably my
The
favorite
cover
song
is
in the
not the book,
movie.
so open it up and take a look because of the. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole scene of them being on the vase was so well
On the
animated.
bowl, yeah.
It looks so good.
I know. I love, and what's
Yeah.
fun, the 2D animation was traditional 2D animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just added it in digitally. Like, but yeah, it was
Mhm.
all hand drawn first, and then they just colored
Mhm.
over it. You could
Yeah.
even sometimes would see the pencil lines every now and then,
Mm.
just like in the old days, just like in the old Disney movies.
Yeah.
Which
So.
I don't know why is just my favorite. Like oldie hand drawn animation, like during between the 60s and 50s and 70s and all that.
Mhm.
I don't know why. It's just my favorite out of all of those was 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I saw behind the scenes of that.
Yeah, I loved how, like, with the automobiles, it was like legit toy cars that they would animate over it.
Yeah. And then like for I know at least for Snow White,
Uh,
they did rotoscoping
yeah.
where
Same.
they had actresses do all the stuff and then they would animate over it.
Yeah, they did the
And
same.
I
They,
remember
they
seeing
did the
the
same.
interview.
They did the same in Sleeping Beauty with Maleficent, which, by the way,
Uh-huh.
is like the number one Disney villain in my opinion.
Yeah, she might be my favorite. So
Chernabog from Fantasia doesn't really count because he was just in it for a little bit.
yeah, and he didn't serve to the story really because they were all their own self-contained stories.
Yeah, but Maleficent, yeah,
Oh man, she's establishes dominance very well.
yeah. Fun
Um.
fun fact: the voice actress for Maleficent is also
Mhm.
Madame Leota in the Haunted Mansion ride.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you know the gypsy and the crystal ball.
No, I've never been on the ride, but I know there was a movie made after it,
Oh yeah,
where they made movies
yeah
based on their rides in Disneyland
with Eddie Murphy. Yeah,
with Eddie Murphy. I
yeah.
never saw it.
It
I just
was
know that all of them were bad.
it was okay. It was funny, but it was okay. There was a lot of
Mhm.
references to the ride though.
Mm.
But yeah,
Okay.
but Madame Leota, whenever you go into the gypsy room, you could see like
Mhm.
her crystal ball never floated at first. It was just sitting there with a
Yeah.
projection on the face. But yeah,
Mm.
that actress played as a acted, quote unquote, acted and voiced as that character, and she's still and
Mhm.
it's still doing that to this day. You could
Wow.
her projection's still on the face.
Mm. So let's talk about the thing that I think everyone wants us to talk about.
Oh
Let's talk
yeah,
about
sorry.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Well, I've only seen part
So,
of it, but I can yeah.
so the unique thing about Hamilton is that there are no like actual lines of dialogue.
Yeah, it's mostly
Mhm.
singing in it.
It's all singing.
Oh,
It does not. It's a whole flowing, continuous piece of music the whole time.
really?
Yeah. Um,
Wow.
I can remember maybe about 5 seconds of silence purely to serve as a transition
Yeah,
between
because they
songs.
need breathing time.
Mm-hmm. They do. Yeah, it takes a few seconds, but it is a whole lot more entertaining to see everything. Like, you could listen to all the songs in order and you would know exactly what the story is because there are no lines of dialogue between the songs. It's all music the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time. So
Oh,
you could just listen to all the music and get the same,
like
at least
like buy the
get the
sound
gist of the plot.
like buy the soundtrack for instance.
Yeah. Now I have it on Spotify, so
Oh,
that's how I
nice,
listen to it.
nice.
So
We
you
need
can
to
technically listen to it for free
we need to
if
get
you don't have
we need to get this
premium.
show on Spotify.
Yeah, that
Or
would be good.
yeah, but YouTube
Hmm.
is good for now. But continue. Sorry.
You're fine. So basically, it is he tried to make it as accurate as he could. The only time he had to change something was when he changed how all the main characters met, because they all met each other at different points in time
Oh,
when Hamilton was a different age every time. So
yeah,
he had to change it and make it to where everyone met in a bar, like everyone at the same time.
yeah. I kind of figured that because yeah.
Yeah. So that is the only like major difference, and that's really all about. That's about it for like the inaccuracies. Everything else he tried to make as accurate as possible.
Oh, sweet. I
Um,
bet he had to like do a lot of research. Like
well,
read
research.
so
Yeah.
many books
So,
about him.
so he actually read one book
Oh.
that actually inspired the musical to begin with. That
Oh.
is a biography of Hamilton, and you can actually find
Oh,
it in Books a
your
Million,
voice is starting
where
to digitalize.
oh,
It's like
okay now.
you know like the little when you're talking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's starting to do that.
yeah. Okay. Is it okay now?
Nope.
Oh, oh.
Just nope.
Um,
Now
I don't
I
know.
get that from my
I
mom.
don't know what to do about
I get that from my mom. Sorry.
it. We're fine. It's fine. Um, but basically, you can see in Books a Million, you can find the book that inspired him, and it'll even specify it has a picture of the Hamilton said book that inspired the musical Hamilton,
Really?
and you can go buy it and read it for yourself.
Is it at Barnes and Noble?
And it probably,
I'll have to go
it probably
see.
is. Yeah, I don't have a Barnes and
I
Noble near
want to
me. I
go.
just have a Book Million.
I want to go back to Barnes and Noble. I love that store. I had so many memories there for
Yeah,
like
I've been to it before.
yeah, it's where I get my manga
Yeah,
now.
they're good. Mm,
Yeah, they
yeah,
have a
that's
whole
cool.
section for
So
manga.
that's awesome. Books a
Yeah,
Million has one
it's
too.
I've got
Um,
yeah I've got both volumes of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in manga version.
ooh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
and Link actually has dialogue in them.
Oh, yeah.
But there's
I
one
mean, I know that he can speak. He just doesn't audibly speak. We don't hear it.
yeah, well, like when we're making a choice or
Like
whatever.
he
Yeah,
always speaks like off camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one volume that I'm trying to finish. It's in manga form.
Mhm.
Is Twilight Princess.
Ooh.
There's also Minish Cap, Four Swords, and
Mm.
Link to the Past too.
Ooh. All right.
They need to do one for
Um.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
They need to make
sure they
a
have.
manga for Breath of the Wild. It's
Well, you know, I wonder if they'll do it after the sequel comes out.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, we'll do it now so that it'll like when the manga's done, it'll show like a to be continued page that's from the
Yeah.
sequel.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
so
I want to
um.
get the rest of Twilight Princess.
Mm.
I'll have to
So
show you
my
some I'll have to
sister.
show you some pages in the future.
Okay.
The second
All
volume
right.
is whenever you meet
So.
Midna.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
The first one is where you're like
So
going
back
through.
to Hamilton.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. So my sister, she's a stage manager. She's a theater tech person. Stage manager is in charge of the entire backstage, so costumes and making the actors pick up their cues, go on the stage at the right time, etc. Um, she has watched it so many times purely to study how the stage moves
Oh wow.
and how the actors kind of move things around, and she's picked up on all the little um sorry, a gnat flew up my nose.
Oh no.
So
I hate gnats, especially
I
when
got close to it.
they
They're the
get in your
worst.
ears and eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes are the
So,
worst.
anyways, I've never had one in my eye, but I've had in my ear and
I
nose.
have multiple
Anyways,
times. They're not fun.
oh no.
They're
So,
worse than
anyways,
mosquitoes.
she has picked up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. Mosquitoes spread diseases. Anyways,
Oh, true. Yeah.
so she has looked at the details that kind of go not behind the scenes but behind the main attention of the main characters. And at one point, one of the background characters gets killed. It's not like terribly important to the story.
Oh.
Um
Hey, your voice is normal again.
but oh, good, good. So at one point in the musical, one of the background characters dies.
Oh.
And yeah, she gets killed by the king for trying to rebel.
Oh
Anyways,
crap.
at least I think. It's not like outwardly depicted. It just shows that she dies somehow.
Hmm.
And actually I think she dies during one of the battles of the revolution. So she dies, and then every moment after that, she appears when another character is about to die
Oh.
or close to it. But you can only see her in the background
Oh wow.
because after she dies, she kind of becomes this personification of death.
Oh. Oh. Whoa. So she
Yeah,
becomes like the Grim Reaper.
no, she's more of a representation,
Hmm.
not the actual person who does it, and
Or
it's not
she's
anything
personified as
overtly obvious.
she's personified as death, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so, you have to, like,
I just heard the Netflix theme
really
play in the
pay attention
background
to
in
it.
the living room.
But,
Oh no, Stars. Sorry, Stars theme.
oh,
Dun, dun.
gotcha. Yeah, alright.
She must be. My
Um,
mom must be watching Outlander.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, it's very subtle, you have to look for it, but essentially, whenever a character is close to dying, then she kind of appears in the background,
Ooh. No
and,
spoilers. Remember, I haven't seen it yet.
no, I won't spoil anything for story. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say who does die or whoever, but
But when you see her, you know someone's about to die.
pretty much.
Dang.
And she at first she wears black,
Ooh.
just like all the other background characters.
Yeah.
But then after she dies, she only wears white. And
Hmm.
then at the end of the play, whenever, the last song is playing, and it's just talking about what kind of legacy did Hamilton create for himself? And whenever that kind of song is happening, the name of the song is called History Has Its Eyes on You.
Ooh.
And whenever that song is being performed, all of the other characters are there, and it is like the ones who are still alive basically wore their normal colors, but then the ones who had died only wear white.
Ooh.
So it's kind of a theme that all of the characters who have now died are wearing white. And
Ooh.
it's really cool.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's something you don't really pick up on until you look at it a lot more closely
Yeah.
because it's very subtle.
Yeah. No,
Um,
the, I don't know why. It just reminds me of a few anime movies that I've seen,
oh
and
yeah,
anime shows where, like with the less important characters or the background characters, they'll just be all like white silhouettes of a person or gray silhouettes of a person.
hmm,
And like in the movie, which you gotta see this movie called A Silent Voice.
all right.
There's a part of there's like parts of the movie where the main character, like due to his past, he just blocks out everybody, and
Mm.
those are not important would have like X's across their face.
Oh,
Yeah.
hmm, that's
And just
interesting.
like whenever he starts talking to people and making friends, the X's would just peel off and fall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But it's such oh my word, it's such a heartfelt movie. It's so sad too. The premise
Hmm.
is in the beginning there was a boy in like elementary school that would bully this deaf girl,
Well,
and due to his actions people started hating him, and he never saw the deaf girl again because of complications of what he did to her.
well,
And so then when he starts growing up, he starts having like suicidal thoughts and regrets of what he's done, and he
yeah.
starts taking up the language of sign language,
Hmm.
and eventually finds the girl again and tries to make amends throughout the rest of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I have it on
Hmm.
DVD. It even made I showed my mom because I knew she would like this kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made her cry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
she's
would love
like
to watch it.
she's not really into anime that much, and when she saw this movie, she loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta
I don't think something I'd be interested in. I
you
really
you
like sign language.
you gotta check it out. I think it's on Netflix
Hmm. Okay.
called A Silent Voice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So one more detail that my sister picked up on in the Hamilton musical.
yeah.
Um. So it's not a huge spoiler, but George Washington, he's a character in this.
Oh,
Um.
I figured.
Yeah. So yeah, because this is Revolutionary War. He's the first
Yeah,
president. He's in it.
nice.
So um, he and Hamilton interact a lot in it.
Ooh, cool.
I won't say
Well,
how.
yeah.
But they're in the same room together in a lot of it. And whenever
Sorry.
Washington, it's fine. Whenever Washington, uh, quote unquote, delivers his lines, it's more like raps or sings.
Yeah.
Um, so whenever he moves around on stage, he tends to only walk in straight lines,
Hmm.
forward to backwards, mostly, pretty much
Yeah.
just that. He goes in other directions, but it's always in a straight line.
Huh.
And then whenever Hamilton moves around on stage and he walks with him in the same room, he like kind of does more circular arcing kind of motions.
Huh.
Um,
Why is that?
because it's because of how their personalities are and how they think of things. So Washington, he is very direct, very confrontational. He goes
Oh.
straight up to the problem whenever he wants to address it and just goes, "We're going this way, we're doing it in this way," very direct, very stern about it.
Well, yeah, he was a
And
general
then
and our first president, so
yeah, so that makes sense, right? So
yeah. Well,
Hamilton,
technically, he was our first official president. There were like three other people
yeah,
before him.
yeah, that were like unofficial presidents before the whole country was put together properly.
Before
But
America was born.
right, so he was the first
In
president under the new
1776, y'all.
country. Yeah, yeah. So he was the first official president in the newly established country.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a
and
Charlie
so,
Brown special that talked about that too.
oh, okay.
Yeah. This is America,
So
Charlie Brown. I think that's what it's called.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So Hamilton, whenever he confronts a problem, he tries to find as many paths as he can and kind of thinks a lot more about different possibilities of how it could be tackled
Huh.
instead of being direct. One way to do this, keep going, be specific about it.
Yeah.
Whereas Hamilton is more like, now hold on a second, there could be another way around this that doesn't involve X.
Huh.
And like, he
That's
takes a lot more things into consideration.
the subtlety of that is just wow.
Yeah,
And then
it's
George
incredible,
Washington and then
honestly.
George Washington starts doing that, right?
No.
Oh, he doesn't. It just shows what their
No.
personality is. Like he's direct. He's more like uh
Confrontational.
huh?
He's more confrontational. I
Yeah.
mean, so is Hamilton, because, it explains his backstory, which, immigrant,
Yeah.
orphan, yada yada.
Yeah.
Um, and all that. And he's willing to do things too, but he's not quite as confrontational about it. Whenever he sees a problem, he writes. He writes and writes and writes. Like, literally, one of the song titles, or one of the,
The
like,
songs.
English called is, yeah, how do you write? Like, you're running out of time. Like, how do you write? Like, tomorrow won't arrive.
Oh, I think
How do you write?
I think I
Like,
saw
you need it to survive.
I think I saw this as an animatic one once.
Yeah. How
By the way, did you see
every second
the
you're alive, every second you're alive, every second you're alive.
have you seen the Animal Crossing version of Hamilton?
Yes, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Oh man, it's so good.
I loved how like
Um,
one of the three women that was infatuated with him is Audie.
yeah.
Well,
So
the
I
other
actually
two were
saw
well, the other two were like
Animal Crossing.
actual women.
Yeah.
Audie, by the way, y'all, is a like a fox wolf is a red wolf from Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Which not a
So
sponsor, but I recommend playing that game. It's just so relaxing.
it's so fun.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
lot of fun, even though the fishing is so freaking irritating.
It can be hard.
Yes,
So I saw
but
another
once
Animal
you
Crossing
but
version of not a musical, but an episode of
SpongeBob,
SpongeBob.
yes, the bully.
Band Geeks.
Oh, yeah.
They did one for Band Geeks. And so
I love the
funniest
propeller scene.
oh mine is whenever Patrick gets a trumpet stuffed into his body.
Or he gets stuffed
And
into the trumpet.
yeah.
It doesn't get Whoever's the owner of the white sedan,
Wait.
you left your lights on.
Yeah, and the way they handle that is that, like, so the Animal Crossing version of Patrick, he's an elephant,
Oh,
a pink elephant,
yeah.
and
Wait, pink? Are we talking about the right one?
elephant.
He was like he's
Geeks.
got like a green uniform, like
Mhm.
superhero uniform. While SpongeBob is like a cat with a
Yeah.
with a uniform on.
Yeah.
I love
So
in
anyway, whenever
I love
the trumpet gag happens in the Animal Crossing version, sorry I interrupted, but whenever the trumpet scene happens, whenever they move him around, they literally just take an elephant slide and just move it in time with that little. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I died when I saw that because that was such a good way of handling it.
I need to watch the Band Geeks one because the only one I've seen so far was the Bully,
Man.
where I love the part where it shows hold on, I gotta know what it's just the expression on this one villager's face was just hilarious.
Oh man.
The elephant villager, Animal Crossing. Aw,
But
there's an elephant that's like the shape of a teapot in Animal Crossing.
yeah, yeah, there is. I
What's her?
forget her name.
Uh, Tia.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
that's
Tia.
so
Yeah.
cute, Tia. That's cute.
Yeah,
So
it's
she is.
great, right?
So she is a teapot.
She is. Mm-hmm.
Ah, it's cute. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, dang it, what is?
Mhm. So, one last thing I want to talk about for Hamilton.
Oh, I wasn't done.
Okay.
But
Um.
in the SpongeBob, in the Animal Crossing version, you know the scene where SpongeBob's hiding from Flats after getting threatened that he was
Uh-huh.
going to kick his butt.
Yeah,
He
I remember
hides in the
that.
bathroom and he hears someone coming. It's like I just gotta act natural. Well, in the Animal Crossing version, it shows, it just pans over and you see like one of those little Japanese cats or Chinese, those Asian cats that like move their hands for good luck or move their paws for good
Oh
luck.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. That's what Meowth is based on.
yeah, and there's a litter box right next to it. And then this is just this random elephant villager that's like, oh, that's real nice. But I
Man.
can't remember which villager it was.
Oh wow. So
But it
the last thing I want to say about Hamilton
oh yeah,
is so Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Yeah. So the person who plays Lafayette, actually, he also plays John Adams.
Ooh,
Um, because they appear in like different parts, and they never appear at the same time, so he can play both of them.
ah, sweet.
Um, but for one of the songs, what's the name of it? I can't remember the name, but whenever he raps in it, he actually set the world record for the fastest amount or the most amount of words per second in a Broadway musical.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he is officially the fastest rapper in all of Broadway.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, it is awesome. I can't remember. Hold on. Um, hold on. Hamilton most words
Voice is breaking up
in a
again.
second. Oh,
I think the villager's name was Dizzy. The one I'm thinking about.
mm,
Because there's only like 11 elephants in Animal Crossing.
wow.
Oh, one of them's a mammoth. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Big
Yeah.
Big Top is plays Patrick's parts.
Wow.
That's his name, Big Top. But yeah, I want it now.
All right.
Dang it, I want to get Tia now on my island.
Mm.
Just adorable. Look,
Guns and Chips. That's the name of the song.
which
So
song?
Guns and Ships from Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
So 6.3 words per second. Per second.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So um
Oh wait, no,
he's actually
there's
a really
12.
good
There's
actor.
12 villagers. Sorry, 12 elephant villagers.
Yeah.
There's one that has a little teacup on her head.
David Diggs. That's his name.
Who? Levi Diggs.
Yeah, that's the name of the actor who did that rap.
Oh, wow.
So I know him. He was also in Snowpiercer.
Wait,
Um,
really?
yeah. Not the movie, but the Netflix
Yeah,
series.
I kind of figured the new Netflix series, which I heard is actually
Yeah.
better than the movie.
So far, I
Some
think they're both evenly matched.
I've
I've seen
I've heard some
I've seen the
people
movie.
say this, some people say that, and yeah,
Yeah, it depends on the person, but
yeah.
yeah. he won a Grammy and a Tony for
Ooh.
being Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson. It was Thomas Jefferson, not John Adams. My bad.
Oh.
But he played both characters. But yeah, he got a Grammy and a Tony for his performance in it, and
Ooh.
that's how he got famous. So he is the fastest rapper
Broadway.
in all of Broadway,
Sweet.
in all of musicals in general. Um,
Oh.
but yeah, he's awesome. He's a very good actor. But yeah, he he played one of the main characters in Snowpiercer. He
Hmm.
plays like the head of the revolution in the train.
Ooh.
Have you seen the series?
Snowpiercer?
Yeah, the Snowpiercer series.
No. But I
Oh, okay, but
I've heard about it though. Like
yeah, it's
it's
actually
kind
really
of
good.
like the theory is that it's in the future of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Oh,
where Charlie is the one that controls the train.
hmm.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. It's very good.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, there is one scene in the first episode that's a little hard to watch. It's a torture scene, but it's like only one thing happens to her,
Ooh.
and that one thing kind of is pretty bad. I'm not gonna say what it is, but like, I will say it very heavily takes advantage of the fact that it's very, very, very cold outside.
Hmm.
And that's all I will say. It involves freezing of some kind. And that's it.
Oh.
Um yeah. We're at about an hour and 40 minutes. We should probably wrap up.
Yeah. But to in conclusion, uh, so let's make a list of musicals that we need to watch and ones that we haven't seen yet that we just recently found out.
Okay.
So the musicals that I want you to check out is Love Never Dies, Wicked,
Wait.
The Sound of Music, and what was the other one I mentioned?
Gone with the Wind?
No, that's not a musical.
Oh, it isn't. Okay. Uh,
It could
Love
be.
Never
It
Dies,
could be in the
Wicked.
future. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Oh,
Um,
oh. I don't know if you saw this, but Shrek the musical.
I have not seen it, but I know the story.
No, no. It made it so
Well,
much better.
yeah, I
The
know
mu-
it got a stage version.
yeah, the Broadway version of Shrek is so much. It's so good.
Huh.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really recommend it.
I know the song Build Me
He
a Wall.
actually like shows what Shrek's past is
Hmm.
and why he's like this.
Okay, I'll put that down.
Yeah.
Hey, I will give
Plus,
you
plus the chemistry
almost.
between Shrek and Fiona, like, is like it builds up so much better in the musical than in the movie.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, the dragon is sung by three uh female singers.
Yeah. Alright, so a list of musicals I want you to watch. I want you to watch Newsies,
Newsies,
specifically the
yeah,
stage version. That's on Disney Plus. I want you to watch Hamilton. That was also on Disney Plus.
yeah. I started it, but I never finished it.
Oh, it's super good.
Yeah,
Um, my favorite songs from there are Yorktown and You'll Be Back.
yeah, and yeah, I haven't heard all the songs, but yeah, not giving away my shot is my favorite so far.
That's a really good one. Yeah,
Not
that's
giving away
the
my
song that
shot.
is sung
Giving away.
when they meet each other in the bar.
Yeah,
That's like the second song, third song in the musical.
yeah.
So very early. Um, another musical. I want you to watch Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, I've actually seen bits and pieces of that actually.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah,
I
with
think they also got a stage version, but I've seen the movie. The movie is
I
good.
saw, yeah, that's where I'm familiar with the movie. It's like, do I look animatronic to you, punk?
Yeah, I actually named a.
Which
Do you remember my
which the
victory
anima
bell
the
from my team?
oh yeah yeah
Yeah, I named him after
the plant,
the
yeah.
Venus flight the plant from Little Shop of
Yeah,
Horrors.
by the way,
Um,
the animatronic in that movie for the plant is like amazing.
it's so
it's
good.
so fluid. I
Yeah.
bet you Jim Henson helped with that.
Oh, he might have.
Yeah, cuz you
Hmm.
know if Jim Henson has his hands on it, you know it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Like the Dark Crystal,
Yeah.
for instance.
He didn't he direct that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the movie, not well, yeah, Jim Henson did the Jim Henson Company did the Netflix
Hmm.
series, but the movie was, it's kind of confusing a little bit, but it's just the atmosphere, the animals and characteristics, the environment, the practical
Hmm.
effects was just amazing.
Yeah. Um. So Newsies, Little Shop of Horrors, Hamilton. Um. Oh man. Uh. God, I need to
Yeah,
think of one more
I know
that I
you
think you would like.
mentioned a
Um.
few, but
Um.
oh, Grease.
Those are the three biggest ones. Grease is good. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being good.
Yeah, I remember my
That's a
mom
pretty good
saying she
one.
loved that movie.
Yeah, it's very
Didn't
good.
it have what's the actor's name? Dang it.
Hold on.
Oh, I have another that you need to check out.
Okay.
It's actually on YouTube and the main character or main characters are played by David Hasselhoff.
Oh.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's another
John Travolta.
John Travolta, yeah.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Yeah.
Um,
There's one
I don't
other.
really like him. He's a Scientologist, so
Yeah. Oh, he
eh.
is. Oh, okay, never mind.
He is. Yeah,
Never
he's a
mind.
Scientologist.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, he was in Battlefield
Don't.
Earth, which is
Ugh.
a movie version of the space opera, which is the book that basically started the Scientology religion.
Ugh. Okay,
Yeah.
let's change the subject. Anyway,
So
um,
not
but I want to.
not a good person.
But I'd also love to see the Broadway version of Dracula. I
Oh,
hear the music.
that's right. It has a.
I heard a few songs from that, and it's actually pretty good.
Mm-mm.
But
All right.
but now for both of us, there's one to finalize this episode. There's one musical that you
Mm-hmm.
and I both need to see or both watch.
Yeah.
Death Note the musical.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because we just listened.
I'm looking up movie.
Because we just listened to one of the songs, "They're Only Human," and I love how it has
Yeah.
like the waltz. It's kind of a dark waltzy feel to it. Like you said, it was like a 6-beat waltz or whatever.
6/4 time.
Six.
6/4 time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6-beat waltz. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Okay. There's one musical that you need to see that I've watched on YouTube, but it's in German, but you can listen to the soundtrack in English.
Okay.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh man. You know what? That's free on YouTube right now.
The Count-
I've been wanting to watch it.
the movie or the musical?
I think it's the movie. I don't know.
Okay, you gotta watch the movie. It is. Oh, I love the story.
Ooh.
It's a story.
Okay,
it's
so-
a story of betrayal. It's about a story of love, betrayal, and revenge.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you got. Okay,
I think.
you
Yeah.
gotta watch The Count of Monte Cristo. But
I will.
the musical, which is only in German, it was called
Mhm.
Der Graf von Monte Cristo.
Gotcha. So I'm actually looking up a list of musicals now, and there are some that I completely forgot to mention. I'll have to make it quick. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Yeah, just name
pull
them
off the
out.
names.
Name them out quick.
I'm just okay. So White Christmas, super good,
Oh,
extremely
I
good.
love White Christmas.
Yeah, I watch it every year. It is
Oh,
amazing.
you also need to
Um.
check out Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, okay, good.
Um. I've seen the movie and the on stage
Yeah,
play. That's another one that my high school performed.
I love the movie.
Um. Yeah, my sister was the stage manager for that
Bless
too.
your beautiful
Um.
heart. Do, do,
Okay.
do, 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 do.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I need to see that. Yeah,
Oh, that's so good. I saw the movie. I've not seen the stage play.
the
I've only seen
movie.
the movie, but the movie is good.
Wasn't the
Yeah,
movie
there's a
like
movie.
like those stage play filmed movies?
Nope, it's a full blown movie.
Oh, huh.
Traditional movie. My sister actually on stage performed the Cell Block Tango.
Okay,
That
that
is.
was that. I saw that on top 10 on Watch Mojo, top 10 best musical numbers, and
It's
that
yeah,
scene from Chicago was one of them.
yeah. It is easily one of the best songs I've ever heard from a musical.
It's
Like,
also said that it was one of the hardest songs to sing. Or
yeah, yeah. Um, so that
I think
song,
it is.
yeah, it has a very good. It's very good.
Anyway, let's continue.
Um,
Anyway,
let's see. Sound of Music, Singing in the Rain. I've been wanting to watch that.
oh yeah.
Especially since
Oh,
Gene Kelly passed away.
you need to also see Hello Dolly.
Okay. West Side
Hello
Story.
Dolly, it's
Hmm.
Louis Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong.
Hmm. All right. So West
Yeah.
Side Story is also really good. I've seen that on stage only.
Huh.
Um,
But yeah, by the way,
that's a
the
good
Hello
one.
Dolly movie is good.
Yeah. Oh, The Wiz.
Lu- yeah.
That's a very
Oh,
underrated
yes, it
musical.
is.
Very underrated
Yeah.
because
Michael Jackson was in that movie.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
wasn't Nipsey
it is
Russell in
an
it
all
too?
black cast, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
has
the
its
Harlem.
own like
Yeah, the Wiz was the Harlem version of the Wizard of Oz.
yeah.
Which
It has a very I love the energy. It is so good.
No Bad News is a good song too, sung by the Wicked Witch.
Oh, yeah.
No bad
Um
news. But Ease on Down the Road's another classic.
yeah.
He's on down the road. Come on in, he's on down the. So it's like the other different version of We're Off to See the Wizard.
Yeah.
Which Wizard of Oz? That's another great classic musical.
It is so good. I saw that on stage
Somewhere over
too.
the
That one
rainbow.
is another one that
Wait,
my
you never saw the
high
movie?
school I saw the movie, but I've
Okay,
seen it on
good.
stage.
I was about to
Yeah.
scold you so hard.
No. I've seen it several times. I used to
Good.
watch it all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
Actually,
I loved watching
I
it
went
as a
to an
kid.
event.
I still love
I
watching it
actually,
now.
yeah, me too. So, it's a cool thing. I actually went to this event that was Wizard of Oz themed. That
Ooh.
was it was called the Autism Walk. It's like a sort of autism awareness kind of thing.
Aww.
Of course I went because
The only walk
it,
I've been to was for my cousin, the diabetic walk.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like a little festival kind of thing, and um in a big city.
Yeah.
And we all got to dress up because it was like dress up as various characters if you want to.
Oh, nice.
And I dressed up as the Wizard of Oz. I had a nice little suit with like all kinds of green on it. I had a cane.
Oh, the
And a
wizard?
top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the Wizard of Oz.
Pay no attention to
And
the man behind the curtain.
yeah, he's
By the
my
way,
favorite. He's like one of my favorite characters.
that scene when I was a kid, when it first revealed the wizard, I was scared out of my mind. Just
Oh man.
it looked so unnatural. It's just I was terrified. like hide under the covers or something.
Oh yeah, I've also seen Oz the Great and Powerful, which is like his origin story. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's very good.
it is. I loved like spoilers. I loved how they made the Oz head at the end.
Yeah, it looks
Just
really
a
good.
projection on a plume of smoke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, anyways,
but
so we actually dressed up Princess as the Cowardly Lion.
oh, oh yeah, you told me
Yeah,
about this. Yeah.
yeah, so we took, like, some felt, and then we cut it up to make it look like a mane, and then we, like, fit it around her collar to make it look like she had a mane.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and then we brought Daisy, too, because she kinda looks like Toto.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Cause she's a black miniature schnauzer, so she looks like Toto.
Yeah.
Minus the floppy or the pointy ears, and she's bigger, but she looks close enough to Toto that we could take her with us.
Yeah. By the way,
Um,
I gotta to finish this off. I got a couple fun facts about the Wizard of Oz, actually.
oh yeah,
Well, two of them actually are kind of like a thing that you never knew that made you feel bad about them.
yeah,
You know, you remember like when the Wicked Witch or Margaret Hamilton like runs off after she says "I'll get you, my pretty," and she
yeah.
it's like disappears in a ball of fire.
Didn't she catch on fire?
She got third-degree burns.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, she didn't go down fast enough.
Oh.
And do you remember the scene where Glinda starts making it snow in the poppy fields?
Yeah.
You want to know what that snow was made of?
Oh.
Asbestos.
Asbestos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we knew that it was
Cancerous.
cancer causing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and the makeup in on the scarecrow actually left scars on the actor.
Ow.
Yeah. Now, the positive side, which was actually a more fun fact, like, oh, cool. The actor for the wizard was originally gonna be W.C. Fields, aka the world's most funniest man.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he's freaking hilarious.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. Some of his movies are on YouTube and clips.
Okay.
W.C. Fields.
W.C. Fields. I'll look him up.
Yeah, but yeah, he was originally going to be the wizard in that movie, but he turned down the role because he thought it was going to be childish.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah,
Right.
like in one of his movies, or in a couple of his movies, where his grandchild or child or little daughter or son is like picking on him all the time, and he just has enough of it. It's like, "What's the matter, Pop? Don't you love me?" And he raises his hand like acting like he's gonna hit him. It's like, "Of course I love you." It's like, "Don't you strike that child?" It's like, "Well, I can't tell me I don't love him."
Alright. Well, we should probably call
Yeah.
it here, because
It's almost 2
leave it
hours. This is like
closer to 2 hours.
this is like our longest episode ever.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway,
So
that's the end of this episode of RandoConvo, and this was actually pretty fun for both of us, wasn't it?
yeah.
Actually, every episode was fun for both of us, but I know that you really liked talking about this.
Yeah. And even though I didn't go nearly as much into, like, the technical level of singing, except for, the Phantom of the Opera, that's just because I needed to talk about how bad it was.
Yeah, it was a rant section.
It was a rant. I went on a rant.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because people need to know.
Yeah. And, yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of subjects that would be interesting for both of us, our guests, and our randos out there.
Yeah. So, one thing that we need to tell you guys is that, Nathan is going to get his wisdom teeth removed, right?
Yeah, in the next... well, I'm going to get a consultation in 2 weeks, and then probably a week after that I'll be getting them removed.
Okay, so we want to go ahead and put out a notice that at some point in the future, we won't have any episodes until Nathan fully recovers.
Or we'll just like record in advance.
Yeah, we can either do that, or maybe even I could host a few episodes on my own.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was suggesting.
find someone else.
That was what I was suggesting that one week when I had that high fever.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. It's not quite the same without you, but
yeah. But
I hope.
But there's no denying that I won't be able to record because I won't be able to talk for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
2
so
freaking weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Now I will be like after the first week I will be able to play with y'all in Minecraft or whatever, but I won't be able to talk.
That's fine.
Plus I'll also be high on pain meds.
That too, yeah.
So who knows what I would say, what that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, but anyways, that's all for today's episode, and thank you guys so much for listening.
Oh, that's a first of you closing it out like for. It's good. It's good practice for those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what Archer said, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.